Good Monday morning, Vital Men. It's good to be with you on your Monday and the start and the beginning of your work week. Before we get started this morning, I just want to make sure to remind you of one important thing that's coming up, and we have Vital Gathering coming up on July 10th at Debbie's Celebration Barn. And those of you that live in the area, man, we would love to have you. It starts at 5 o'clock and goes to 7. We'll have great food. We'll have worship music, and then also too we'll have a word from the Lord. And we also have a special guy that's coming up that has a gift of healing. So it's a big night for us, and we're really excited about this. So encourage you on July 10th, make sure you put that on your calendars and make sure that you're ready for that next event coming up. But today, as we get started in the midst of our teaching today, we're going to talk about what is it, the cost. So everything has a cost and everything has a price, doesn't it? And we're all feeling the cost and the expenses of everything as far as gasoline, food, and all those things. It just seems like it just keeps rising and rising. But see, there's also a cost of being a disciple for Christ and to follow Jesus. There is a price. So Jesus says this, these are his words, the cost of being a disciple. And we can find that in Luke chapter 14, starting with verse 25, and it says this. It says, a large crowd was following Jesus, and he turned around and he said to them, if you want to be my disciple, you must hate everyone else. By comparison, your father, your mother, your wife, your children, your brothers and your sisters, yes, even your own life. Otherwise, you cannot be my disciple. And if you do not carry your own cross and follow me, you cannot be my disciple. Man, there's a lot that's going on there, and a lot of people struggle. What exactly does that mean? And in my interpretation and studies and stuff, this is what I get from it. It means that we simply yield up our will and give it to the Lord. That means that he is above everything. He's above my relationship with my parents. He's above my relationship with my wife. He's above my relationship with my children. He's above my relationship with the people I work with, my job, my career, all those things. He is number one. He is the focus, and that's really what he's asking. Because it's really, really important, folks, to remember. The road to heaven is a narrow path, but the road to hell is a broad way that I would say it's like a freeway, and everybody's on it. And men, following Jesus means simply a committed life, that you trust him in all that you are. You give up yourself to follow him. And I know that's not an easy process, and it takes time, and it doesn't happen overnight. But I encourage you, men, I'm right with you in the journey. I'm learning to what the things that the Lord asked me to give up and to hold loosely. Because what's really, really important at the end of your days isn't what we acquire and what we do in life, is that we follow Jesus, that we were truly one of his disciples, because I believe that's one of the things he's going to ask us when we get to heaven. Were you one of my disciples? And were you willing to lay down your life for me? Men, the cost of discipleship is big, but the reward is eternal. So men, be encouraged today. Stay the course. Follow Jesus, be a disciple, and give up on yourself and trust him fully and not on you. Vital Men, it's good to be with you today. We'll see you next week.